Hello children of class 5, welcome to this week's video on computers. Today I'll be completing chapter number 4, Advanced Features of Word Processor Part 2. Now last week what did we do? We did word art, clip art, pictures, symbols and highlighting text. And this week, that is today, I'll be teaching you how to put a watermark, whatever it is, how to put a picture watermark, how to apply borders, how to insert a cover page in your document, and how to use pictures as bullets. Watermark. Now what is a watermark? Here I have a currency note with a picture of Bapuji Mahatma Gandhi. But I don't want you to look at the picture of Mahatma Gandhi. I want you to look at here. Now, I don't suppose you can see anything in my video, but you know that if you hold up a currency note to the light, an impression of a dim, faded image of Gandhiji will appear over here. That is a watermark. Now, watermarks you find on the currency note. What has watermarks to do with our MS Word? Now, it is also possible to put a watermark in a document. To put a watermark in a document. Now, look at this document here. Something is written about De Nobly School. Some good things are written by a student about De Nobly School. But I don't want you to notice that. I want you to notice that something is visible, something faint is visible below those letters. Can you make out the word De Nobly School written in dim letters below this main text of the document? That is a watermark. Now, watch this. Okay. Watermark can be defined as a dim or faded expression of an image or text on paper which is behind or below the text in your document. Now children, here we have one document open. It is showing the assignment that you got last class. Now I am going to insert a watermark to this document. Step 1, click on the page layout tab. I have clicked on page layout tab. Step 2, click on watermark. Here is watermark. I am clicking on it. Step 3, a menu comes. Click on custom watermark. Here is custom watermark. I'll click here. Another dialog box comes and now I will click on text watermark. Here is text watermark. I will click beside that. Step 5, type the text you want to put as watermark. Here it is written text. Something is written here. I will click here. The cursor appears there. I will press backspace, rub that, and I will type what to type. Okay, let's type De Nobly only. Caps lock on. DE space NOBILI. Step 6, if you want, you can change the font. You can change the font. You can change the size. You can change the color. And there is something called layout. And lastly, you will click on apply. Now, let me move this dialog box to one side, and I think you can now see the watermark has come. Now, I clicked on apply. When you click on apply and you see what you have got, if you want, you can change it. You can go and change the font, change the color, size. If there is a spelling mistake in the word, you can change that also, and then again click on apply. Since spelling is okay and font and color and size all look okay, I'm going to click on close. Since the watermark fills the whole page, I think you will like it if you got a full page view of your document. To get that, you have to go to view, go to full screen reading, and that shows you the whole page of your document, and very clearly it shows the watermark at the which is behind the text. Just now you saw how I added a watermark to a document. I added the word Denobly School, only Denobly as a watermark to your document. Now, it is also possible to put a picture as a watermark. Picture, yes. Not only words, you can put a picture as your watermark. The next part of the video, I will show you how to put a picture as a watermark. Now, I will show you how to put a picture as a watermark. We have the same document here with the watermark Denobly. Now, first of all, I will remove this watermark. We still have the page layout tab open. I'll click on watermark and a menu comes. In the menu, there is this option remove watermark. I'll click on that, and as you can see, the watermark is gone. Now, how do I put a picture watermark? Step 1, click on the page layout tab. I won't do that because the page layout tab is already open. Step 2, click on watermark. Click on watermark. Step 3, a menu comes. Okay, we have got a menu. Step 3, only click on custom watermark. We click on custom watermark. A dialog box comes. Step 4, click on picture watermark. Where is picture watermark? Here is picture watermark. Step 4, so that was step 4, sorry. Step 5, click on select picture. Here is select picture. We click on select picture. The insert picture dialog box appears. Okay, select a picture and click on insert. I select this picture and then I will click on insert. Now, step number 7, click on apply. And now we click on close. And can you see the faint picture of a computer at the back? Let me again show you a full page view. Click on view, go to full screen reading, and there we have a picture watermark of a computer. Take a look at this document. The words my family are inside a box. This box is called a text box, and the lines that make up this text box are called borders. Now I will show you how you can apply borders to some text. Here I have one document. One student has written something about his family. It's quite a well written document, but there is one thing lacking. Just one small thing is lacking. There is no heading. So let me put a heading. I have taken the cursor to the beginning. Now I will press enter. Take the cursor up. I will put caps lock on and type my family. Now why do we put a heading? We put a heading to make our document look more attractive. So first of all, that heading should be centered. Okay, that can be done Let's go to the center align button and click. Heading is aligned. Now that's looking better. Now what can I do? I can make it bold. That's quite easy to do. I can make it underlined. Let me do both those things. Triple click. Click on bold. Click on underlined. Okay. Now that looks better. But that is something which you already know. How to boldface and how to italicize. Let us see if we can do something even better. So now too much of formatting is not good. So first I will remove this bold facing and underlining. I will click on the undo button and the formatting is removed. Now I will show you how to put these words my family inside a text box. Step 1. Select the text. I will triple click and the text is selected. Step 2. Click on the drop down arrow next to the borders and shading button in the home tab. Now here is the borders and shading button. Here is the drop down arrow which we were talking about, and I am going to now click on that. Step 3. A menu comes. Yes, a menu has come. Select the border and shading option. Right at the bottom we have the borders and shading option. I am going to click on that. Step 4. The border and shading dialog box appears. Here's a borders and shading dialog box. Step 5. Select setting, style, color and width. And step 6. Click on OK. So now here is where we can select the border. Here is something called setting. We have none. If you click on none, there is no border. So obviously we have to click on either box or shadow or 3D. Let me click on 3D. This is the style. What is selected? An unbroken line. This is a dotted line. This is a broken line. And by the way, what's happening here? Here I am getting a preview. See, it says preview. Whatever I am choosing here, I am getting a preview of that. That means my box, my family, this is how it will look. Don't look at this. This is not the actual text. Look at the border. This is what it will look like. So you've got a lot of options. Well, this looks promising. Let me put this. Alright. Next thing is the color. That's quite simple. You click on this arrow and I get my color box. And I can put a color. Let me choose a color. Let me choose red. And as you can see in the preview box, the box is also looking red. And then I can select the width. This is the width. This is 3 points, that is medium width. I can make it little thinner or thicker. Let's leave it as it is. And lastly, I will click on OK. And there's my box with the words my family inside. Now there's one more thing I can show you, that is shading. Let me again click on the arrow. Let me go to border and shading. And now I will click here. It says shading. Let me click there. What's written here? Fill. What's written here? No color. Let me click on this arrow and let me choose a color. How about this one? And let me click on OK. Now your box is filled with color. Isn't that nice? Now we will talk about cover page. Here is an example of a cover page. One bhaiya called Ayush Kumar of Tennessee has made a project on computers, and he has put this as a cover page. Now the cover page is a page that comes at the beginning of your document. Now this page has not been designed by somebody. Okay, all these designs are already there. Only the names and things like computer project they have been added. So when you put a cover page, you get a lot of choices of the background. You just have to decide one, and then after the cover page is inserted, you put in your text. Well, a cover page is not really of much use to class 5 students because you are not going to make such long projects. But in case you make a project of 2-3 lines, of 2-3 pages, you can put a cover page, and this cover page will be the first page of your document. Now here I have one document open. In this document, some question answers are there. These question answers were given to you, the students of class 1, 2 and 5. Let me go to view, full screen reading, and you can see page 1, page 2, and there is a page 3 also. That is page 3. Now, I am going to insert a cover page. Watch the steps. Step 1, go to Insert tab and click on Cover Page. Where's cover page? Cover page. Cover page is right in front. Click on Cover Page. A built-in gallery of cover pages appears. This is a built-in gallery. There are a lot of options. Okay, which one do you like? I'm sure you like many of them, but I think you will like this one the most. It has a picture of a train on it. Step 3, I have already done step 3. Click on the one of your choice. We have clicked on this one, and this is my cover page. If I scroll up and down, you can see your cover page. There is a nice picture of a train. I'm sure you like this. That is the second page. That is the second page coming. So now we have got an extra page. The cover page is the first page of the document. Let me again show you a full page view. View, full screen reading, and there. This is our page 1. This is page 2. Right arrow key, page 3 and page 4. Now there is still one more step left. I have to first go to the first page. Let me press the page up key. Okay. Step 5. Now replace the sample text with your own text. Here it is written, type the document title. Now, here I will click and I will type. Okay, since this document is assignments, I will type here IGNMENTS. If I want, I can select it and change the font and color. I can change the font to Arial Black, or maybe this one, Bauhaus or Algerian. Okay, change the color to a deep blue, or maybe this, or maybe this, or this one. And in this way, I can put in some text of my own in all these boxes where the sample text is coming. And then I will, step 6, save my document. That is very important, because if you don't save your document, this addition to your document will not be permanent. Do you remember bullets and numbering, which you did last year? In case you don't remember so well, take a look at this picture. Names of 4 flowers. But look at those dots appearing beside the names of the flowers. Those dots are called bullets. Remember? remember how to give bullets? And I suppose you have also remembered that beside dots there are some more symbols which can be put as bullets. There are squares, there are some arrows, some triangles. Now, but do you know that you can also put pictures as bullets? Yes, you can also put pictures as bullets. And that is what I will be showing you in the next part of this video. Here in this document, I have a list of cars. Now this list of cars is not bulleted. Now I am going to make this list of cars bulleted. And not only am I going to make it bulleted, I am going to put the bullets as pictures. Step 1, select the text to be bulleted. So I will press Ctrl and A. The text is selected. Step 2, click on the drop down arrow beside the bullets button. Now I suppose you remember that this is our bullets button. Here is the drop down arrow. I'll click on that and I get a list of bullets. Step 3, a dialog box comes. This is our dialog box. This is our list of bullets. Now they're all very nice, but we are not going to choose any one of them. Step 4, click on define new bullet. Where is define new bullet? Right at the bottom we have define new bullet. We click on that and one more dialog box comes. In this dialog box, what we will do? Step 5, click on picture. Here's a set of pictures have come, and here is a picture of a car. Let me click here and let me click on OK, and then again OK, and our list of cars is now bulleted with the picture of a car. So with that I come to the end of today's video. Today we finished doing chapter number 4, Advanced Features of Word Processor Part 2. A quick recap, what did we do today? Today we did adding watermark, adding picture watermark, applying borders to text, inserting cover page and putting pictures as bullets. And with that it is time to say tata bye bye till we meet again. Tata bye bye.